I want to take on the. All right, it's Robinson and Robinson. In association, I also got Mr. Red Storm, aka Silas Shaw. I put the aka backwards because you know what I'm saying, make him feel extra special. All right, so how you doing today?
Good, good.
All right,
Getting through this heat, so we good.
I know. I think it's Friday or Saturday we get the cool down.
Yep,
Cool,
yep.
cool. All right, so in reverse, that's how we do it. I'm gonna heat things back up. Our first, we got a couple things we're gonna talk about tonight. Tank, Javante Davis, and Jake Paul. Very disappointed. What's going on with a couple of the quarterbacks going on with the Jets? The Colts, what they're doing with their quarterbacks, as well as where their franchise could be going with what they're doing, as well as the Browns, same situation. You've got a bunch of quarterbacks, and it's not looking good as far as what's going to be happening this year for them. And last, we're going to go over the Royals. The Royals have turned things back around. We had been struggling for a little bit, but now we are back in second place in our division, and we'll go over that. So first, we're going to go back. I'm going to go to you first, Si. How do you feel about when Javante Davis and Jake Paul hit? How did you feel?
Okay. What is Jake Paul weigh?
Walking around in the 200s.
He's big.
Yes.
He's big. And what's Tank?
130. He fights at 135.
So what? What is this gonna be? What?
It says exhibition. Obviously it should be an exhibition, but um, I'm very upset with boxing that this is going to happen.
Yes, me too.
I understand that with what we're doing, mixed martial arts and all that, it is what it is. But we just can't have these type of fights with this glaring of an issue that keeps coming around his fights. Well, is he even a boxer? That's the first thing you run into because it's usually the retiree of the MMA guys.
Right,
Then the one time he fights a boxer and Tyson Fury's brother, who is basically better known for not me and you knowing, but as an Instagram model.
right.
When Fury was really coming up, he'd be on the undercard. But I can't say I saw that dude fight.
No, I didn't.
And he stalled. He actually won the fight. Nobody went down. But you know what I'm saying? He lost the one time he fought a boxer. And then of
Right,
course he fought an aged boxer recently, and it is what it is. And I'm not saying the young man can't fight some older dudes and look decent. Yes, if he sticks with it, I have no problem with him actually turn to a
right,
boxer.
right,
But you fighting a very, very small elite boxer gives you the highest chance of any type of success. And you can cloud this around exhibition, but we know what you're doing.
right. So, okay, I don't knock either one of them. Right. Tank knows where the money is. With the Paul brothers bringing a lot of money. Right.
Yeah.
Um.
Go blind. How much you think he's getting for this?
I haven't. If I took a wild guess, I would say he's gonna make about. I'm going high. I'm gonna go 40 million.
Okay, okay. And once again, if this is an exhibition, and at least I, I I don't know, Paul should be able to go for his.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
if like we said, we talked about if you're going to be able to not be able to give him it back, I have a problem with that.
Right, right.
Because
And I don't knock him because I actually think he wants to fight fighters. He wants
yes,
to fight guys. I think other guys he may have reached out to won't fight him.
yeah, that's fine. I have one issue with that. That's glaring. Cool. I'm gonna get. We'll give that to him. The old adage that every parent has for a kid who can't fight. Fight somebody your own size.
Right,
Just stay in your weight class. Do what you do. Stay in your weight class. What
right.
you picking? See, and that's what's going to get the non-sports fans. Man, my friends told me Javon Davis is that dude. He
Yeah,
is that dude.
right.
Now, if he walked up to me, and technically I don't know how because I've been working out, but I'm not considered a big man. He's way smaller than me.
Yeah,
He's 5 5'5". Somebody go
Yeah.
look at your girlfriend. She's 5'5". You feel
Right.
no intimidation. Now, Matt, she weighs 135. Your girlfriend weighs at least 145, 150 if she got some stuff.
Right. He's a little dude.
He's a
And
little dude.
I think Paul is like, okay, dude said he want to fight me. I'll fight him. I think that's what he's saying, right?
I think this was all Paul. This
You
was
think he
all
went after
Paul.
this?
I felt like he was putting that out there a year ago when they was talking about who we could fight. It was all smaller dudes. It was Gervonta Davis and there's one more escaping me. But he was not going to fight nobody his size. And that's
Yeah.
that who was
Yeah.
actually, in that 10 to 15. Because that's all I really expect him to do. If you mess around and fight top 10 dude, you immediately get respect. You're gonna
Right.
immediately get respect from me. I
Right.
don't care. I
Right.
don't care if he's 21. I don't care. He
Right.
he had the amateurs. I'm sure he's got
Right.
200 fights amateurs. I'm not hearing that.
Right. Right.
So
So you're not gonna go the Roy Jones route and say, um, he ain't. You know what I mean? Even though he top 10, he wasn't in his prime, like Roy doing
yeah, no, no, you're in
with
the top
Floyd.
10.
Okay. Okay.
Because here's the deal. I still give Mayweather. I can put the caveat of yes, Canelo wasn't seasoned, but that's when they kind of most dangerous sometimes.
Bro.
And he was still a much bigger dude. So I don't
When
care that he stalled him out. I
right.
don't
And
care.
yeah, and when Roy, not to switch subjects, but when Roy goes on this, these guys weren't in their prime and nobody was on his level. That's saying a lot about Floyd by saying nobody's on his level. How many guys, you know what I mean? Now he goes and names names, but
And
I mean,
age, all that age stuff that's been around. I'm not hearing none of that. That
right,
that that fighting the dude, when he's, it's a 4 year difference. Yeah, senior versus a freshman, you expect a freshman to lose, but he doesn't always lose. So
right.
I'm not going with that. And
Okay.
once again, the thing that nobody can ever forget. The biggest time Floyd almost got KO'd was by Sugar Shane, who is old. He caught him
Yeah.
twice within in a round and a half, and both times everybody was like, "Home Alone." It was
Right.
scary.
And
So
Floyd came in as a freshman fighting seniors. And then he was a senior fighting freshmen.
yeah, yeah, it,
He
it
did it
happens,
both. He
man.
did
You
it
have
both.
to knock that old tiger off. I think that old Latin dude, Mexican, he wasn't young, and Floyd
Yeah.
eviscerated him, and that dude was a
Who
legend.
who who was the champ, you mean?
The champ when Floyd first came in as like
Yeah.
a flyweight or whatever.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
that dude was a legend. And Floyd just
Yeah.
bibbity bibbity bit. And
Yeah.
that was when he
Yeah.
had the frail hands. But
Yeah.
anyway, hey, this is the thing about when we get together, we could just run down the street with y'all.
Right. Right.
So we both agree it's much ado about nothing. I'll find out later that night, but I will not be tuning in. I refuse to show up at anybody's houses, and you better not call me talking about did you see? I'll watch it like everybody else who didn't care about it, like on YooHoo. Like, hey, oh man, it was a draw, huh?
It depends. It depends what kind of mood I'm in that day if I actually watch
If
it,
I said, yeah,
or who
somebody,
called me to come over and watch it, and what they got to
exactly.
do.
All right, so it doesn't matter the order. We got the Jets, Colts, and the Browns. The Jets, Colts, the Jets quarterbacks. You know, I'll let you start to see how you feel. I'm not really. What's going on with Justin Fields for me is more of, man. I feel bad for the young man. He had put himself in a position from with the Steelers. We all heard. I'll be quick. We all remember Jared Goff was a puppet,
Yep.
right? He can't, they're telling him essentially this is what you do. He was able to get away from that, and nobody said that was going on with Ben Johnson's offense. He was doing his thing. You know what I mean? He proved himself out.
Yep.
So even if the Steelers simplified stuff, and obviously it was Najee and then Warren and Najee and Warren and Najee and Warren and dump down. I don't care. He's run the offense. The dude was what 5-6-0.
Yep.
He didn't have any turnover. He didn't have any crucial turnovers, and they were winning.
Right.
And he looked like he had figured out how to play quarterback,
Yep.
even if I don't want to fall down the street. But just like they're getting in the Eagles, that is not what I with those weapons. My quarterback should look a lot better than that as far as passing the ball. But
Right.
I digress. So for me, I feel sorry for Justin Fields because I really thought that he was going to be able to do something. He's got plenty of weapons.
Yeah.
Uh, and if they have to honestly turn to TT or Adrian Martinez, I mean, there's nothing there right now that the Jets can even do.
Who's their offensive coordinator?
At the
Um,
Jets?
yeah,
Oh man, you call me. I'm not positive.
it's not what Aaron Rodgers boy ain't there no more, right? He's gone with Aaron Rodgers.
Probably, probably.
I
I
can't remember who it is, but because it
go
was,
ahead with your take, and I'll look it up.
but I believe they're setting him up to fail, right?
Yeah.
I think he looked good in that Pittsburgh setup that they had. I think was perfect for him.
Okay.
Like you said, they were 6-0.
It's a Ben Johnson pupil. His name is Tanner Ingstrand, and he was hired in January, and he served as the Detroit's passing game coordinator.
So
So it's a
you
Ben
already got the
Johnson
wrong
clone.
guy in there if you're running that kind of offense.
Yeah.
Justin Fields, that's not his offense. That's not
No.
what he can't run that.
It's supposedly really complicated. You heard Caleb is struggling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And he wants to throw the ball. He wants to get out and fling it.
Yeah.
Justin Fields, that's not his game. He's a dual threat. He needs a Lamar Jackson offense.
Thank you. Thank you. That is exact. I mean, you stole it right out of my head. I'm like, you need to do what they doing.
Right.
And that's
Which
what
I thought
everybody said
that's
all
where they
summer.
were
That's what
headed.
we were under the guise of.
That's where they were headed in Pittsburgh, I thought. For you know what I mean? But it
Yeah.
was physical. It was I can run if I need to. I'm hitting the open man. He was starting to throw the deep ball better.
Yeah.
Um, but they just, they couldn't help themselves.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because Russ didn't look good at the end. When he came
No.
in at first, he was fine. He
Yeah.
didn't look good at the end.
At all.
I think Fields. I think he's being set up for failure.
Yeah. Yeah. But I will say this: it's only in the sense of if you're if you're making what is it, a square peg in a round hole,
Yeah,
then that's what it is. As far as you got the weapons, I can't speak on the O line, but you at least have the weapons. As far as you got two running backs, you have at least a receiver and a tight end, and then the rest are vets. You at least have what he could have to run in offense. It just
yeah,
so happens, yes, you're right. Not running what his strengths are is a problem.
yeah. Bro, get
So
me if I'm him, get me to Buffalo as a backup. Get me to Baltimore as a backup.
yeah,
Um, and maybe I can start doing some things. Maybe one of these coordinators gets a job somewhere. They're like, I'm bringing you with me. Something,
yeah,
but it's not. It's I don't think it's gonna work there in the Jet. I hope it does. I like him, but we'll see.
gotcha. So going over to the Colts, we have another dilemma. So Anthony Richardson, well, actually, you know what? I don't really find a dilemma. I find the fact that Anthony Richardson played so bad that you go get another bad quarterback, and I don't think they gave him a bunch of money, but they probably gave him at least 30, 40 mil, something like that, around what he was getting. And maybe a 2, 3 year. I'd have to look up his contract. Don't really care. But you brought in Daniel Jones, who's not good either. And at least there's at least nothing behind them that can stop either one of these two. And Richardson, it's a two-way street. Richardson came out and made the positive PR savvy comments. Oh, it is, they want
Yeah,
to do what's best for the team, blah, 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 blah. But then a puppet showed up in his agent and then told the truth. And I only have an issue with Richardson being able to just calmly and politely, just like what's going on in Dallas, just express
yeah,
the way he feels. This is what we want to do anyway. This is what the people want. So he could have professionally said, "Hey, I really thought with things being equal that you would go with I was hopefully I'd be the future. You don't have to say I was a fourth round, the fourth pick, but there's ways to eloquently say I felt I'd be given a better chance to be the starter.
yeah,
And then further on, with what you have as far as at least offense, you've got that grew. You have some vets that I'm looking here on defense that looks like the secondary and the front line are better than the linebackers. But once again, this is a team that not contending for a championship. Nobody's saying any of that.
right.
But you don't have to have what, 4, 3 wins.
Right. Well, first of all, dude is a freak, right? he's he's big, strong, fast. Now, his heart, is he soft? I don't know. I don't know. We saw some things where it might, but he might have learned from those things.
Yeah,
Like I thought I was doing the right thing by taking myself. Man, I won't do that again.
yeah.
But okay, there's a receiver he has.
Pittman,
No, the other guy, he made a
Downs,
connect. Well, who'd you say?
Downs,
Oh, I should have had
Alec
this.
Pierce.
Pierce.
Yes,
Pierce. When he went deep to
yes,
Pierce, bro, all the time, it always works,
yeah,
right? And I'm
yeah,
like, okay, you got something that you can grow on.
yeah,
Okay, we have a deep threat. Let's get some more play action in it. Let's get
yeah,
some, you know what I mean, some run pass option in there
yeah.
because our deep threat is working,
Yeah.
right? You got something to start with. I
And
just
I think
thought they would go with that.
And I think they have a full complement of receivers now. Just looking at their initial Jeff chart, if Jonathan Taylor's Jonathan Taylor, he's solid.
Yep.
Michael
Pittman.
Pittman's is a possession receiver.
Yep.
Josh Downs is a perfect slot
Yep.
receiver. And
Yep.
then they just picked up Tyler Warren, who was
Yeah.
Mr. Everything at Penn State.
Right. And you got your back healthy, right?
Yes.
I mean, his second half of the year, last year was decent, was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
So it's kind of one of those things we just talked about in New York.
Mhm.
You got a guy, build the offense for him. I guess they're going to try to do that with Daniel Jones, though. They're going to probably run that same thing.
Yeah. And in this is I'll be technical. Considering how you're looking at barely 50% passing. Do I say yes? Daniel Jones and his 55% passing and a little more durable should be able to be a little better. But everything that came from camp is they both look the same type of
Yeah. Yeah.
So you might as well go with the future other than a mid-tier dude who's essentially trying to find another job.
Right. But sometimes it comes down to who on that coaching staff, the quarterback coach, the offensive coordinator, who does he relate to more?
Yeah. Yeah.
And him and Daniel Jones may relate to each other better.
Yeah.
They speak the same language.
Yeah.
You
And
know,
if
you
it,
know what I'm saying?
yeah, and if he kind of gets it, it's tough, but my main thing is, young man, listen. In this world of y'all get to say whatever you want,
Yeah,
just talk to your agent. Let him write up, help you write up what you should say, and do better with it. But you can't come out and make a comment. Everybody say, "Oh man, that's perfect," and then your agent later on that day says that's like,
yeah, right,
the old bait and switch."
right. Well, and plus, his old rap videos are coming back online again, and now they calling him a rapper and all this stuff. You seen that?
No, but I have nothing wrong with people trying to have a
I,
fast time hobby and rapping. I see nothing wrong
he,
with it at all.
he's got like three new videos that have surfaced from the
It,
past
is he
of him.
tripping?
No, but it's
Oh,
it's on it's at the corner store with his people, and that's what I'm saying. Who does this offensive coordinator or quarterback coach relate to?
yeah, yeah.
Who do
He
they relate?
gabs. He gabs. We signed 50 cents. All
So
right.
yeah, it's one of those things. But yeah,
All right, the Browns, because oh man, we go they gonna get a full show today. Pause the full Monty. Okay, so we got Wacko Flacco, who is going to
yep,
be the Brown starter. Have no problem with that, as we know
yep,
though he's really 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 old, and
yep,
just like what's going on with the Rams, he's going to get hit. His body's going to say, "Hey, what are we doing? We've
yep,
taken away our retirement. We're already in line to be on the insurance for life. We've got some millions stacked. Hell, we even stole a Super Bowl. So I'm gonna go ahead and lay on down, and one of these other, because we haven't had cuts yet.
yeah,
One of these other four or
yes,
five dudes come in here and see if their hamstring can hold up and take it. This is
yeah,
all bad. This is all
yeah,
bad.
bro. He's not gonna stand in the pocket. He's not gonna. He's not gonna give it that
He
extra
right.
second.
Actually, because think about my take. All you got to do is take one good shot. Nobody's gonna question you. So when your boy Jerry Judy gets a step deep, and I've got to rear back for that because I'm really old. I can't just flick it down no more. I
Right.
see, dude. He's in a beeline because everything is blitzes now because we know we
Yeah.
can't run.
Yeah. He
And he's
can't
got
move.
clear. It's like cool.
Yes.
Hey, all in one thing. It's like I'm the Flash. I look to the sideline, kind of wink at Dylan Gabriel or whichever backup, so they know. I then spot any family members up in the crowd just in case it goes for the worst. And then
Yes.
I actually do try to complete that pass, and I get smoked,
Yes.
and I just
Yes,
lay
bro.
on down.
Well, that's gonna happen in week 1 or 2, right? So
I'm gonna give you two.
okay. So week 3, when guys are going to the sideline, like, bro, I beat him deep on the double move on the, and they're like, man, Joe ain't sticking in there. He ain't hanging in the pocket no more, bro. And he can't move at all.
At all.
It's
He
like
look. He
Jimmy
probably look like
Garoppolo is,
Scooby Doo when he's trying to run. He's running in
bro.
place for a while.
It's Jimmy Garoppolo ish, right? And you're not, ain't no dodging, ain't no pop. He's just, it's just a big arm, a big guy with a big arm,
Yeah.
right?
And well, and sense of at least remember he was solid. He was solid. He was solid.
Yeah. I believe if you had the perfect line, Joe can get it done,
He
right?
could. He could. He could. He could. Absolutely. Absolutely.
But
Because
like,
once again,
but at that age, man, you're not gonna keep getting, you're not gonna take the. It's gonna
yeah,
happen one time, and then
yeah,
his clock is speeding up.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And then it's just bad after that. Kind
Now,
of like
I know you're not going to Kenny Pickett.
no, you got to go to Dylan or Shador. You got to because Kenny Pickett to me, I know who Kenny Pickett is.
Why is he there? I
Once, which is what the subject is about. I don't know. They know what they're doing. Here's another thing that I didn't think about. You got Jerome Ford there, who's a holdover, and he's cool. That's fine. You wanted to draft a running back. Cool. You took Quinshawn Judkins. All right. Cool. All
Yeah,
right. Well, you need other stuff. Why did you take another running back? You got
right,
Dylan Sampson. Like, why did you
right.
like when I'm looking at all these redundant picks, quarterback, running back? Oh crap. You know what I'm saying? You still got receivers. I mean, they Isaiah Bond, O line. I don't know. I don't know. All I know is this: Miles Garrett made a decision, and you got to stick with it. And here's the deal: I look at it like this: if I can be body by Jake, if I can be basically a superhero as far as athleticism,
Yep.
I got the bag, and I can just solidify myself as one of the best defenses ever. And they never put stuff around me. It could be worse. A worse way to go in the Hall of Fame.
Oh, it could be worse. People are calling him loyal and everything else, so it's in his favor.
It's not on the docket. We'll have to get to it next week because now I don't know if you heard the same thing because back to defensive end and Micah, they're sounding like they ain't playing. Like,
No.
yeah, yeah. So we're almost out. So we'll run to the Royals real quick.
Okay.
You as I know, both the Royals started off very mediocre in the beginning of the season. We hit another Royals dive as usual
Yep.
about a month and a half ago, was losing like, you know, 8, 9
Bro.
straight, win
Yeah.
two, lose another 5 straight. It got real bad. And then all of a sudden, we've turned things around again. And we are currently in a 5 game win streak. We've won 8 out of our last 10. We are 65-61, sitting not comfortably, but second in the Central Division.
Hmm.
We do have, as I said, we were missing a pitcher. We're injuries are coming, but they've made a couple trades. I do like recently what's been going on as far as we've for me, the last couple years, it's been the leadoff spot. We haven't really had a leadoff hitter, and they made a trade recently. They have agent Yastrzemski in there,
Yeah.
and
Yep.
he's been holding it. Bobby Witt's cool. Pasquantino has
Yep.
been solid. Garcia's in a breakout. Adam Frazier was brought in. So
Yep.
some of them now the guys Rave is not hitting still. Uh, uh, India also is not hitting great. There's been some hitting problems that happened to me at the beginning of the year, which really put a cramp on where we were. But I'm not going to act like I'm seeing head and I follow this stuff all the time. I am proud to be Royal. I do watch over the team. But with what I've given you, are you just happy that we stay about 500, knowing we're not a championship contending team, or you wishing for a wild card?
Wild card. So I think I don't think they can overcome the Yankees. I think they can overcome Boston. If it comes down to that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think they can pass Boston. I think the Yankees are starting to hit their stride again. I
Hmm.
think Boston is kind of one of those teams that it's like you put a little pressure on them, they might fold.
Yeah.
Um, with the Royals, um, man, when they're good, their pitching is rolling. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
With Ugo and all them.
Yep.
And then
Yep.
if you're in a one-run game and you got Wit and them dudes coming up, you scare anybody.
Hmm.
So if they were to get a wild card, man, I think I think they can do some damage. I think they can upset somebody in that.
Especially to me
Yeah,
because we're always streaky. And so
yeah,
it's just we've got to be coming on that uptick because our upticks are damn near a month long.
yeah,
They're a good 2-3 series
yeah,
that everything's going, the defense is going, our
yeah,
power hitters are actually hitting.
yep,
Because
yep,
I said for me the main thing is it's just that leadoff hitter and them last three batters are
yeah,
usually just awful for us.
right,
And Salvi right now isn't, right now we've got more of those powered, not true contact hitters. So they're
right,
going to be closer to a 250, 260. And so it's more of a just bang, bang, hit or miss.
right. I
So,
think I think
but the
they still
pitching.
feel like because they were in there last year because the Royals were good last year,
Yep.
and because it isn't 2 years behind us, they still feel like, man, we're a good team. We just struggled this year,
Yeah.
so they still have it in them that we get it. We're supposed to be in that wild card. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
ran into Judge and Soto. Soto
Yeah.
was like crazy last
And
year.
Judge
That
is
they
still just not even
yeah,
fair. Oh, more good news. Mr. Always Hurt, Stanton, he's back and he's hitting like
and he
320.
and he's hitting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
yeah. So they
rich get
just happened to.
richer.
I believe if they wouldn't have ran into them, they would have beat anybody else in that American League.
Yeah.
It was really Soto, bro. Soto in that lineup gave the Royals major problems, right?
Yeah.
And they had nobody to pitch around because you had Judge Soto and Stanton all playing well at that time.
Yeah.
I believe they feel like now we're supposed to be here, so they believe they can win also,
Yeah. For
just
sure.
off the strength of last year. Yeah.
For sure. All right. Well, man, I'm telling you, it's always uncomfortable to see because I be all happy and giddy because I ain't seen it in a while. So I appreciate it. Anything going on with Red Storm this weekend that you want to go over?
Not well. I got one of my guys in North Carolina at the Chris Paul camp.
Okay.
Got an invite to the Chris Paul camp. He's one of the top guys around here, so that's exciting. Jaden Jones,
Okay.
from
Okay.
Bottom Springs High School. So we got that going on. Besides that, man, recruiting. It's a 12-month game now. There's no off season.
All right. Well, hopefully, if Mr. Silas Shaw's schedule can keep up, we can keep doing this. So hopefully, we'll see you next week. If not, this has been Robinson and Robinson associated with Shaw Productions, and I appreciate it, man. Holla at you.
Have a good one.
All right.